It's a new year, everybody. It's time to make those resolutions and look at yourself in the mirror and kind of hate yourself. But we're not going to hate ourselves because you're awesome, you matter, and let's talk about it. Please. What's up, human beings? Welcome back to another Midweek Speak here on the Games and Groceries channel, where we talk about your personal opinions about a certain topic that I ask you on social media. You can follow us on social media, Twitter at Gaming Groceries, or on Instagram, Gaming Groceries, all one word, or on Facebook. Just search up Games and Groceries on Facebook. I'm still not sure how to tag that. Just look it up.
Just look it up.
Yeah, it's in a book. Reading. Oh wait, I'm gonna get copyright. But here's the thing. It is now New Year's. It's resolution time. Everybody's making those resolutions. Now, I do home workouts now, but every time I was in the gym, it's New Year's time and all of my equipment is taken up. I'm an only child. I don't share.
Which is why he needs a home gym.
Yeah. No one touches. Well, if anybody touches my equipment at home, then I'm being currently robbed.
Or I'm using it.
Oh, that's true.
Sharing.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's time for New Year's resolutions. It's time to take a look at yourself and see what your own personal achievements are for this year. Take a new look at yourself, and it makes a better you. I made a personal achievement, New Year's resolution in 2013 to lose all my weight. I was originally 315 pounds. And I tried to make a better self so I don't die of a heart attack. That was cool of me.
Yeah.
But there's other things, not just losing weight, because that's like the go-to answer.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. It can even be related to gaming. Gaming can lead to a better you, I think.
And we talked about this in the podcast, how setting that goal, even in gaming, to, like we did, getting rid of our backlog, when you achieve that, that's a confidence booster. And that's still something that benefits you to have a higher confidence, higher self-esteem.
Yeah.
Accomplishing a goal is helpful to your, personal life and to your emotions.
And that's the thing, is that it will chip away at your personal traits. It will make a better you. And we'll get to that in a little bit. So like you said, we talked a little bit about our personal achievements for this year in 2020. In the podcast, the last week's podcast, we said that we're going to chip away at the backlog. That's pretty much how it goes. And I listed out all the games I'll be playing, at least this list of games in 2020. You also went over your list. Check out the podcast linked up here if you missed it. But we want to get into some of your answers. We asked you on social media, what are your gaming resolutions for 2020? So let's just get right into it. We have our first answer from Instagram.
Volt Supreme says to make a small but complete game.
And I know Volts, he was just involved in, I believe, we were talking about this. He was in a game jam where he made his own personal game. I haven't played it just yet. I haven't checked it out. Been super busy. Volts, I am checking it out, by the way. If you're watching this, that's definite. Put it in contract. But, from a small to a complete game. And not a lot of people know this, but the game Celeste, which was 2018's game nominee, Game of the Year nominee, started as a small game jam game. It was just a small little game, and it became something to be a contender for Game of the Year. So that's his resolution, is to design a small but then complete game, and then he will be nominated for Game of the Year 2020.
Living the dream.
2021. But yeah, go for it, Volts. I believe in you, man. And he's also doing if we haven't mentioned it yet, he's involved in Adam's Ascending. So
I don't think we have mentioned that.
Wishlist Adam's Ascending on Steam. Do it. So then we have our friend Nikki. Commander Nikki says this: try out some of Derby's gaming inspired workouts. Also going through my backlog. Hey, backlog.
Yeah.
And gaming while walking on my mini stepper, especially maybe even walking sims.
I've seen her videos and I absolutely love them so far.
Yeah.
Of her just walking and playing video games.
They're really that's creative though.
It is, and I was actually like, oh my gosh, I want a stepper now.
Yeah, to do walking simulators on a walking.
If I could just stand there and play Sims while I'm just walking on my little stepper, I would love that.
And plus,
such a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, that too. And Derby's, what originally was called Neela Ray.
Those workouts scare me.
Yeah. I remember when I was first losing weight and I got involved with Neela Ray, they really do stuff to you. Like it looks easy. Yeah, it looks easy. And then even the gaming inspired workouts, they're really good. And I really do appreciate some good, like, hey, you can be a gamer while working out. And I really like that idea of a mini stepper while doing walking simulators. That's really creative, man.
I love it.
That's awesome.
Our other friend, Cito Sweet Home, says, to tackle my massive backlog, thanks to GOG Galaxy 2.0, I now see that I have a sizable PC gaming library, not counting duplicates. And thanks to PS Plus, a large digital library of PS4, Vita, and PS3 games. In fact, one of my other goals this year is to get a PS3.
And then Cito's sent us this picture of the gaming backlog in question. That's a good amount of games.
That is a lot of games.
Yeah, and this is all due to what they said in the tweet, saying that like all this is due to price discounts and price anomalies. But yeah, it builds up. It builds up. There's a lot of good games in this title. I still haven't played Mass Effect Andromeda.
I'm glad I wasn't the last one to play Detroit.
Yeah.
Because I literally felt like I was the last person to play Detroit.
Yeah. But yeah, there's some games that I definitely want to play in this list.
No, he has a good list there.
Yeah. But, good on you. I wish you luck in 2020, and we'll see you on the other side.
Yeah.
And then finally, we have a new answer from a new person. What's your spaghetti policy? My spaghetti policy is that it's cooked. I'm more like fettuccine more than...
You don't really like spaghetti.
I don't like spaghetti.
I like angel hair. We're like on opposite ends of the noodle spectrum.
Fettuccine.
Angel hair.
Mozzarella.
Anyway, we should read this person's answer.
Oh, yeah. So, what's your spaghetti policy has to say, chip away at that backlog, which, I think we have a running theme here.
Yeah.
Is that we have this massive backlog and it just keeps building up more and more and more. And we just want it to just die down so we can focus on new games without feeling guilty of not playing our old games. But yeah, chipping away that backlog, that's my New Year's resolution.
I feel like that's almost every gamer's resolution. Like if you ask a gamer, what's your gaming resolution? Finish my backlog. Chip away at the backlog. Get rid of the backlog.
Yeah. Before we go into our final thoughts about this subject, we want to just remind you, those who are watching, if you haven't answered already, what are some of your gaming resolutions? What are your New Year's resolutions about gaming? Write in comments down below. And if you're enjoying this episode, definitely give it a like. Definitely give it a share because it does help out the channel. And if you haven't yet, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you know when all these midweek speaks come out, and then you can get involved and hear other people's answers. But definitely writing in the comments down below because we want to read all of your New Year's resolutions in gaming.
Yeah.
Be a gamer. Cool. So I would say going into our final thoughts about gaming resolutions or New Year's resolutions in general, we said this on the podcast. If you want to watch the full one, I already linked it, so can't link it twice. The thing is that a lot of people will see these as, kind of trivial, kind of small, like why would you say that's a personal goal? But here's the thing. Even the small things in life, even the small little, like just chipping away at the backlog, or what Cito said, good job, Adam. Even what Cito said is that, just getting a PS3. The trivial, like the small things of that will lead to bigger things in life, and it leads into your personality traits and will make you, like what you said, more confident in saying that, like, if I can handle this small thing, then I can handle this small thing, and it will have this snowball effect. So just starting on like the small things or the big things like your backlog, it will start to add up.
For me, like if I see I can finish those 5 games I set out, and especially if I finish them early, it's like, wow, I finished 5 games I thought was going to take me all year. I finished them in 6 months, I can do more, and it will give me the confidence to finish my book.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like it'll say like, if I can do this, then I can definitely chip off this part of my book and do this. Like those things, like building that confidence that you can finish something, especially for someone who doesn't feel like they can finish tasks.
Yeah.
Like that's really going to boost your confidence.
Like I said, it's going to lead to bigger things. So don't ever think that your New Year's resolution or even just your gaming resolution is too small, or it shouldn't have a lot of focus, or even start to lose focus 3 months from now. Pick it back up.
Yeah.
It's never too late
just because you fall off the wagon and don't play for a month or two, or don't do whatever you set out to do for a month or two, doesn't mean you can't continue. Like the people who to make the resolution to work out more, they stop working out after a month. They're like, well, try again next year. Like, no, you have a whole year still ahead of you. Like,
exactly.
Keep going, keep trying.
So those of you who have made a New Year's resolution, gaming New Year's resolution, votes for him to say that, like, I want to make a large game out of a small game. And for those who've said that I want to chip away at the backlog, or even Commander Nikki saying that, like, I want to be a walking simulator, keep at it. It's like, don't give up because you've fallen off the wagon after a month. You can pick it right back up. 2020.
Even if it gets to, November and you realize you still have like almost 70% of your goal to finish, keep going. You might surprise yourself. You might be able to finish it in those last 2 months.
So those were some of our thoughts about New Year's resolutions about gaming. But again, we want to remind you, we want to hear some of your thoughts. Comment down below. What are some of your New Year's resolutions about gaming? And, like and share the video. It really helps us out. And if you haven't already, definitely subscribe and hit the notification bell. But with all that said and done, we thank you for watching this video, and we hope to have you back for next week's Midweek Speak. Or, going on tomorrow, we are starting again our Let's Plays. I'm doing Oxenfree.
And I'm doing Man of Medan.
So definitely check those out and podcast. But until then, we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.